Fast forward, we get into an altercation, and the kids were told if you hear them get into altercation or anything like that, come get in it, all this other stuff.
Okay.
Me and my wife, we were downstairs in the basement having a marital conversation for about an hour and a half, and then the children tried to insert themselves in the conversation, and they're saying that I'm holding their mother hostage and against her will in the basement.
Oh, hey, friend, welcome to the shop. Look, now that I got you here, let me remind you of something real quick. Free Your Mind isn't just a brand, it's a movement. It's streetwear with a purpose, motivation that you can wear for the people who want to create their freedom in real life. Every t-shirt, every crew neck, every sweatshirt, every single piece is a reminder that you have the power to create the life that you want to live. And I'm just saying, if you're all about elevating, growing consistently, and living life on your own terms, this is a shop for you. Head on over to freeyourmindshop.com. And just because you family, use code FREEDOM10 and get 10% off your next order. Now, don't say I never gave you nothing, okay? That's freeyourmindshop.com. Use code FREEDOM10, get 10% off your next order. But look, you got to hurry up and move fast because it's a limited supply. And when the pieces are gone, I can't guarantee that they're coming back, okay? So head on over to the shop. Shop freeyourmindshop.com. Get 10% off your next order. Use code FREEDOM10. And let's get into the episode.
I be on my queen shit, crown tilted lean shit, melanated, elevated, unafraid to be shit. Welcome to another episode of the Free Your Mind podcast, where we believe in the transformative power of conversation. I have my good friend, my castmate, who almost was my husband.
Almost
Almost was my husband. We didn't get to the wedding.
got interrupted.
We got a little interrupted. Mr. Pastor Rick Pringle. How you doing?
Hey, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be on the couch.
The Freedom
Yeah,
Couch.
on the freedom couch.
All right, now I know you a pastor, and I know we about to.
I'm
get
Rick
into-
today. I'm
Okay,
Rick.
you Rick. Okay, good, because I can't remember to call you pastor, and we be cutting up.
Right, you ain't got to. Like, I'm on the freedom couch,
On
okay?
the Freedom Couch. So we don't have no conversations without libations.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
we're gonna take a little communion.
Amen.
I made us
to make it
a little cocktail.
Blessed to make it
Let's
holy.
taste it, huh? Cheers.
Well, amen.
Yes, yes. I do that. And I've been missing making cocktails because I've been having guests that been wanting to drink water.
And then you're going to start out with me.
Yeah, because it stresses me out. It stresses me out. People, I ask them what they want to drink, and they be like, "I'll just take water." What? What am I going to do with that? Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
That's no fun. But, I'm respectful, and I do just give them a little carbonated water, a little sparkling water.
Absolutely. Listen, we're going to be free on the freedom couch.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So how you feeling?
Pretty good. I'm pretty good today.
Pretty good today.
Taking it one day at a time.
Taking it one day. We got a lot to unpack.
Yes.
Okay. We have been you have been going through a lot lately.
Yeah.
And I do want to say before we get into a conversation, I appreciate the way that you have been going about things.
Thank you.
I appreciate the way that you have been telling your truth. Opening up about the situation, but in a very tactful and respectful way.
Right.
And I love that, y'all. So we about to get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, I want to ask you, what does freedom look like to you? Ooh, I bet you it look a whole lot different. No, I promise you, no more jokes. No jokes.
Listen, in the season that I'm in, freedom looks like peace. To have gone through so much, and yeah, freedom looks like peace.
Peace.
The best day of my life was the day that I got delivered from the opinions of people. Because most definitely as a pastor and public figure, funeral director, all this other kind of stuff, you're always conscious of how you present yourself.
Yeah.
What people think, and you try to play that perfect life role. Get what I'm saying? But the day that all that went out the window, I just felt like a burden just released it off of me. So freedom looks like peace without caring what anybody thinks.
Ooh, I love that for you. I love that for you, friend. Okay, so what kind of things are you doing in this season to make you feel free?
Number one, therapy.
Praise him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, most definitely black males, aren't into therapy.
Yeah.
It's necessary. And so that I can get in touch with the broken issues that I'm dealing with,
Yeah.
it's definitely necessary. So therapy number one, embracing my family. I'm huge on family anyway.
Yeah.
Just embracing it, and then taking a whole lot of me time.
What you be doing in your me time? You be exfoliating? Listen, okay, so all right, y'all. I gotta give y'all a little backstory. So we met at DC Black Broadway.
Yeah, shout out to DC Black Broadway.
DCBB for life. Okay,
That's right.
So we met. You played in DC Black Broadway's Anacostia Beat Your Feet.
Beat your feet.
Yes, you played Mr. Chinua.
Yes.
Cash App.
Yes, cash at me.
And I played Miss Rachel Blaylock.
Yes, Miss Blaylock. Miss Blaylock. Rachel.
Yeah, so I was in love with Mr. Chinua.
Yes, she was.
I was in love with Mr. Chinua, and I didn't think he saw me. But backstage,
He saw her. He saw her.
he was looking at me.
He saw her.
Like, so look, but backstage though, we really, because most of our scenes were together.
Yes.
You had your
all of our scenes. She was my boss. She
Yeah,
really,
pretty much.
told me exactly.
You was
what
the
to
boss,
do.
but I was running.
Right. She was running the show.
Yeah, I was running it.
Yeah.
And so we used to cut up so good, and we just fostered this really, really good friendship.
That's my girl.
Yeah, and we
The
became
best castmate ever. I ain't even had to think for myself. She just told me what to do and when to do it. I was like, yes, ma'am.
because I always knew your lines. I had to know your lines in order.
You knew your lines, my lines, everybody else's lines. Like,
I had to know your lines in order for me to know my lines. And so I'd be like, no, stay. You supposed to stand over here.
Right, over
Walk
here.
this way, and then you come this way.
And I depended on it. That's how I got through.
Yeah.
When Tiffanie wasn't there, like, I don't know what to do.
I kept everybody's notes.
Yes.
Because in order for me to do what I needed to do, everybody else needed to do what they needed to do.
That's just how you are.
Yes.
And we accept that.
And I love that about me. So I like to tell
We do too, friend.
tell people what to do. That's
Yes.
really one of my
What you do.
superpowers.
Yes,
It's telling
it
people
is.
what to do.
And you do it well.
I try. So we in the midst of us, me bossing him around, we also used to cut up real bad.
Yes, real bad. Real bad.
Real bad. I don't know who was more responsible for the cut.
Usually you. Yeah.
Oh man.
Usually you. Yeah.
Okay. I will take that because I
Yeah.
do like to cut up. And
And then we'll wander off like squirrel. Like, okay, all right. And like bring it back in, reel it in. Like we are in rehearsal. We did not care. But
so many children around, so many things going on.
and we had to keep you calm.
my brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the very first time I worked with that many kids.
Yes.
I was very.
It was
overwhelmed.
an amazing experience. And we got through it.
We got through it.
We
and
got
then
through
did a run of the show again.
Because we killed it.
We did.
We killed it.
They wanted us back. They loved it.
So we almost got married, but you know,
Did almost get married.
got interrupted. Maybe they're gonna write DC Black Broadway. Is this microphone on?
It's on.
DC Black Broadway. Maybe y'all need to write a
Part 2 of that.
part 2.
I think so.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah.
There you go.
The first one was Cash At Me. Next one
Right.
is gonna be
Put a ring on
Oh, and we did it.
The
okay.
song, yeah.
We can on top. We could
Oh,
do this
sorry.
literally all day.
All day.
We had
That's
so
right.
much fun
Yeah,
on that show.
yeah. That was
I think
good.
that was my favorite part. That was my favorite thing that we did. That
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
like sing along.
Yeah.
Everybody.
The whole cast is vibing and
It was fun. It was
yeah.
fun. Even Big Tony came out
Right.
and got on it.
Ooh yeah. Yeah. I mean, do it, Tone.
Oh.
I mean, Tone on the microphone. Do it, Big Tony.
Oh my God, that was a
good.
great time. Okay,
Really was.
so we've become just good friends
Yeah.
since then.
Yep.
We stayed in touch and talked to each other. We always texting or DM
Right.
in each other. I'm in your business a lot. Just becoming a good friend.
Right. Absolutely.
So, I turn on my phone. I get on my phone. I open up my Instagram, Beyonce's internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I see my friend saying, what did shirt say? Hold on. What did shirt say? It said
Innocent.
innocent. And outside of the fact that my friend looked like he ain't, got his hair combed in a long time, I was
He had a
concerned.
fro. He had
I
a
didn't
baby
even
fro.
read the caption at first. I was like, "What's going on
Like,
with
ooh,
Rick?
you
Why
looking
he ain't? I know he ain't in front of the people with that,
with that hair.
unibrow. What's going on?"
Yes.
So I read the caption,
Mm-hmm.
and it said like your first day out
Yes.
of jail, y'all.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was taken aback.
Mm-hmm.
So, we had talked a little bit about like, I remember you texting me and saying like you had something that you wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And because you were in show mode and there was a lot of things going on, I did not necessarily know what you wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how it gets when you are preparing for a big show
Right.
and you are around a lot of people, you got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know whose tea was about to get
Mm-hmm.
spilled. So I was just like, I'll let you tell me. Whatever
Right.
you want to come on the show and talk about, we can come and talk about. But I didn't want to be like pressing because I didn't know what it was about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that mess like that when I called you immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, friend, what the hell going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about what that post was about.
Okay. And I'll say this. When I sent you that text, I actually didn't send you that text. My administration team sent you that text for me.
Shut up.
I was actually already in jail when they sent that text.
Okay. So hold up. We got to go back because the whole time I was confused as hell because you had. I was doing the math. I was just like, hold on. He said 62 days, but I know for a fact I talked to him within the last 62 days. Something is not this math not mathing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes more sense. That's one question answer. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. So to keep people confused, because I am a public figure and I'm
Yeah.
a pastor as well.
Yeah.
And then the news was out already that I had been placed in jail.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, the news was out most definitely to our organization, our church organization that
Right.
I'm in.
Right.
That I was placed in jail. So to confuse the Negroes,
Because you got to confuse them.
yeah, you got to confuse them.
Keep them confused.
I had my administration team, my nieces and nephews, and my sisters, and them. They were all. Everybody had their own assignments.
Okay.
Like you're responding to emails, you're responding to texts, you're making Facebook posts, whatever, so that people didn't know what was going on.
Because you did ask me about the queen for the party.
Yes.
And that was during that time also.
Yes. So they were handling that as well.
The Negro was confused. Okay, this Negro right here was
You got to
confused.
keep them
Like, hey,
confused.
kept me confused. I'm like, I know how to talk to my friend.
Yeah,
It ain't been
yeah.
60 I mean, I don't be
Yeah.
responding to text that good.
Yeah.
But I know certain people, when you text me, I'm texting back because we friends. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I know I ain't that trifling. I ain't went 62 days without talking to you.
Yeah. They were running my life from
I
them
love it.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So what happened was I ended up going to jail because my wife filed 7 criminal charges against me.
Yikes.
7. So this is the backstory. My wife got to the point where I guess she decided that she no longer wanted to be in marriage.
Okay.
So she was like, well, won't you just leave? And first of all, I'm a pastor. And second, this is my second marriage.
Right.
So, I mean, just because you want me to leave, okay, I am. So she wanted me to leave, and I was like, I'm not leaving until we decide to dissolve the marriage. And the judge says, okay, this is over. Y'all are done. And that wasn't good enough for her. So because she couldn't get me to leave on her own, she was like, well, let me concoct a scheme to get him thrown out of the house. So she tried something the day after Mother's Day. We went to court, and that was thrown out. Got a protection order, all that other kind of stuff. Judge threw that out because it was all a lie.
Right.
She comes back, and she's like, well, that didn't work, so what now? Her father then joins in the conversation, and he's like, well, you have to build a case. So then she brings her father and her oldest 2 children,
Okay.
and they all try to concoct this whole story to get me thrown out of the house. So they're just plotting, doing whatever. The father's telling them, just keep calling the police, telling them that he's holding y'all hostage in your own home. It doesn't have to be true. Just do whatever.
Doesn't have to be true. It's insane.
It doesn't have to be true. And you're telling 2 18-year-old children that.
That's crazy.
It's like, it doesn't matter if it's the truth. Just keep building the story.
Right.
So fast forward, we get into an altercation, and the kids were told, if you hear them get into altercation or anything like that, come get in it, all this other stuff.
Okay.
Me and my wife, we were downstairs in the basement having a marital conversation for about an hour and a half. And then the children tried to insert themselves in the conversation. And they're saying that I'm holding their mother hostage and against her will in the basement.
So let's stop right there, because and we're not talking about anything new, y'all. Apparently, said wife put it all over Facebook and all over. Okay, so we've seen it.
Right.
We've seen the video, and it's a little insane. So talk to me a little bit about what is the purpose of this concocted scheme when she was literally recording what was actually happening. So, like, how did you make sense of that? Like, when you saw her putting up the phone, what was you thinking?
So, okay, and the backstory to that is, we originally started having issues in 2023.
Okay.
And my lawyer told me then, just getting regular advice, he was like, record everything. He was like, because the system is geared towards women.
Okay.
They lean towards women.
Okay.
And if you don't have any evidence to prove that it's not what they say,
Right.
like, they gonna hang you up the creek.
Right.
So he was like, every time y'all get into an altercation, every time anything goes on, start recording.
Okay.
So I've been doing this since 2023. And so now it's like secondhand nature. Yeah, whenever something going on.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why.
But
this was her way of trying to get some kind of evidence, some kind of footage to go along with her scheme.
And it's very clear on the video that there's no resolution to the conflict. Like, you're literally saying, leave us alone. We're having a discussion. Nothing's wrong. No one is in danger. No one's in fear. She's been up and down these steps. So she's not being held against her will.
Absolutely.
At what time does anyone say, all right, well, let me go on by my business?
It doesn't happen. And on top of that, while the children are interacting with me, you're just standing there silently recording.
So that was the next thing I was going to get into, because what kept you from focusing your attention to her?
Because I knew the plot.
Okay.
And as if anyone saw the live, they saw that I was able to play the audio recordings that I had of them telling what they were planning on doing. So we have
them recordings from. I ain't gonna say, okay. Okay, I can't tell all your tricks and your tricks. Okay, I got.
Listen, first of all, I was a Boy Scout growing up. Our motto was be prepared. And then I was a United States Marine. You got to get up pretty early to get over me, okay?
Okay.
So,
I was like, friend, how you done did that? You didn't turn the cameras on in the house. Okay.
Yeah. So, and what made it legal, because she had video cameras recording, like, in the bedroom and certain places in the house.
Right.
So it's perfect because Maryland is a consent state. So it was legal for me to have an audio recording without needing consent, because we both have the same footage.
Right.
So baby, I had an audio recorder in the bedroom and some other places, and we have a whole mountain full of evidence.
Yeah. Okay.
Had I not had that,
Right.
yeah, the situation would have been a completely different situation.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're at the place where you're having the conversation with her older children. She's not standing there. In your mind, what's keeping you from saying, get your kids?
Like I said, I knew their plot.
I know, but no one, even like on the camera, right? So it's me physically. Y'all see the evidence of me trying to, again, diffuse this, make this less about me, more about y'all. Get your kids.
I knew that it was no point, because I knew this is what she wanted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm mindful.
Yeah.
I know you're recording.
Yeah.
Which also saved me, because never once during that entire altercation did I ever swing on any of her children.
Right.
Grabbed them, held them, pushed them, yes.
Yeah.
Never swung.
Okay.
And then they come back and they're in the footage saying that you never swung on me and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to an escalation and it gets bad.
Yeah.
Names are being called. Chests are being bumped. You know, I got to do a little joke.
Go
Chests
ahead.
are being bumped.
Right.
Like, it gets into a little confrontation and it gets violent.
Yeah.
So the violence of that confrontation, and the confrontation was not between you and your wife.
Right.
I want to be clear about that.
Right.
And we're not advocating for violence, right?
Right.
We're not advocating for violence.
Not at all.
And this being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, I want to preface the conversation by saying this is in no way advocacy for violence against anyone, men or women, against each other. Okay. But what it appeared to be was someone standing up for themselves.
Right. Absolutely.
Against a bunch of what immediately, like when you first watch it looked like a bunch of bullies, but I've watched it a few times. It wasn't a bunch of bullies. So if you heard the recording, you literally hear the son being unbothered by this whole thing.
Right.
Like he's like, all y'all getting on my nerve. I'm really not interested.
And then he had to convince her, like when she's trying to tell them, hey, he's crazy, all this other kind of he has to like sit her down and like, none of what you're saying is making sense.
It's not making any sense.
Like, so why are we doing it? And this, of course, is before the altercation happened.
Yeah.
So it's like, so why are we doing this? Why are we in war in our own home?
Yeah.
And her response was, because I want him out. So you concoct this whole scheme just because you all of a sudden don't want a person there anymore.
So can I ask you a question?
Ask what you want. We on the freedom couch.
Y'all
Girl.
on the
We
freedom
free.
couch. Was this whole thing concocted so she could be with somebody else?
Okay. So I put that story out, how everything started, where, and this is kind of what I want to clear up too. So it all started when the day before Mother's Day, I was bringing groceries in and her phone was buzzing off on the counter. And I went and I stopped her phone and I looked at her missed calls and she had a missed call from her ex-boyfriend. So that's where the whole story kind of started. And right. However, I left it on the live. I just left it out there as that story.
Okay.
However, I do not believe that there was any, relationship or anything like that. No.
Okay. So this wasn't about, let me get you out of here so I can get my man in here.
No.
Okay.
No. Because the man I'm sorry, let me be honest. The man that was texting her phone
can't come.
He can't hold a match compared to me anyway.
Period. And that's on that. Y'all heard my friend say it. So anyway.
A strung out crackhead. I'm just saying.
Oh,
anyway. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my
So
God.
we weren't worried. That's
I'm not too concerned. Because he can't handle it.
Right. I mean, we weren't worried. It was just that it was an issue and it led to
it led
else.
to another thing. Okay.
However, of course, I had many bloggers and internet, reporters and stuff reaching out to me saying, blah, 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 pastor's wife gets him put in jail so that she can go be with the boyfriend. That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
It wasn't the case. And I'm not even going to try to paint that picture of her.
Well, that's why I asked, because I seen those things. I mean, I have conversations with you. So it's kind of weird when you like know the information involved and then you hear things outside. It's like, oh, maybe he ain't tell me everything. Or like maybe they investigated deeper and knew something I don't know. Yeah. And so, okay, so we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to cool off a little bit. And we're going to come back because I really have some more questions that I want to ask. And we want to really get into what this situation has done and how it has impacted your life going forward. So we'll be right back. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Rick Pringle, Mr. Chinwa, Mr. Cash App.
Cash App it.
So when we left off, we were talking a little bit about what happened, the conversation, right? So it was, and I do want to reiterate the fact that it wasn't an altercation between you and your wife.
Correct.
That was the problem.
Correct.
And she ain't wasn't trying to perpetuate this scheme so that she can move another man into your house.
Right.
That wasn't. We're going to debunk all the rumors
Correct.
here today. Okay.
Correct.
However, the manipulation of her children
Yes.
caused them to be aggressive, and vice versa. You too, friend. You to be aggressive because you already knew what was happening.
Right.
So you was approaching the situation ready for the fight.
Right. Absolutely.
And I think that was the part that when people watch the video, when they jumped on her side or when it was so disgusted with you, is because they see you. It's not that you're instigating, but if you're not looking at the whole thing, it can look like that.
Right.
It can look like you were instigating the fight.
And I was really responding. It was clear that I was provoked. But I was responding, and clearly as a much older adult, I shouldn't have been responding to two 18-year-olds. And that's kind of what they wanted to portray. That's why she was getting the footage that she needed.
My problem with that is the getting of the footage. See, because it's as a mother, I'm not a mother. Let me just go ahead and say that. I can't handle more than couple kids on Instagram.
Right, we know.
We
know.
And look, y'all, look,
and it's not your ministry.
I love the baby.
Right.
Over there.
Right.
Okay, Auntie Tiffanie.
I'll be auntie over here.
TT was over here. You know, I could do 2 or 3 at a time, and then y'all got to go.
Right.
You know? But I can perceive, like, as a mother or as a person who has children that I love, I would never want to. You couldn't talk to my child crazy. Even if my child is in the wrong. Even if they provoking you. The minute your voice get raised to my child, I'm putting his phone down and me and you about to have a conversation.
You not say nothing.
And you not say nothing.
That's because you were willing to sacrifice your children to get what you wanted. And that's the sad part of all of it.
Yes.
I mean, you're not being mother of the year at that point. It's just like, this is what, and in the video, she's saying, I just need you to do what I need you to do so that we can get this done.
Yeah.
So you don't care that you're putting your children in the middle of this. And number one, you're saying I'm dangerous and you know I'm a former Marine and all this other kind of stuff.
I thought you had a mental illness.
Yeah.
So you're going to let your mentally ill husband attack
put his hands on your children and you say absolutely nothing.
And you just filming.
Yeah.
You the film crew. You the production team.
If I was this big, bad, horrible guy, I wouldn't want my children aggressing him because I know the damage that he can do to my children.
I mean, the way the conversation was going, I had to call you and was like, what's this mental illness? Because like you bipolar, you ain't talking.
And let's be true, the mental illness was post-traumatic stress disorder.
We all got that.
Right.
You grew up in the hood, you got that.
There you go. And that's it. And she was trying to harp on that as if, oh, he's crazy, he's dangerous, he's a madman, and he has uncontrollable anger. See, look.
I had to call you and ask you, friend, like, what is going on?
What's the illness?
Where did the illness develop? Because, like, what happened? I mean, you're a little too old to become schizophrenic. That usually happen like 25 or 20 in your early 20s.
Yeah, it was just PTSD.
Yeah, that's the one I knew about that. I mean, everybody that been in the military got that. That's just
exactly.
So
we just want to harp on that to fit into your narrative
and not say nothing. That was the crazy part for me. You not say nothing. Okay, so all that happened, all that takes place. She gets the footage of it. It was giving World Star.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, y'all would have
World Star.
Y'all would have been on World Star. Seriously, that was the kind of stuff we was pulling up, putting on our MySpace page.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all see this? Ooh.
Seriously, like it looked like a little World Star a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the footage we take to the said judge. Along with 7 other charges?
Yes.
Now, this is my question. Did the son file any charges?
Yes. So the son filed. Okay, so let me do this.
Okay.
My wife filed 5 charges. My stepsons filed 1. And my wife's baby father filed a charge for their daughter.
Okay.
Because she was 17 at the time.
Okay. Even though she got her tail up in the middle. Okay. The child. She did what she needed.
The thing was, if everyone in the house is against you, then of course the system's going to believe everyone
Them,
else
it's
in the
the
house,
majority.
and I'm the danger.
So what were the 5 charges that she filed? Because I don't remember what she got to do with anything besides the production team.
So, listen. Okay, so here it goes. It was a first degree assault
On who?
on me from her. First degree assault. She said that I strangled her, and this is when it happened in October of 2025.
Child.
But she
Wait,
filed
October
it.
2025. That ain't
I'm
happening.
sorry, October 2024.
Oh, I was about to
That she
say.
filed in June, July 2025.
Okay.
Then she said there was a second degree assault where she says that I burnt her with the iron in November of 2024.
And she went to the hospital and got that document.
No, of course not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then there was the false imprisonment where I was holding her in the basement.
You talking about the time when she was recording the phone?
Yes.
That she could have left?
When she passed right by the other door and I'm at the top of the stairs, and
Yeah.
you're at the bottom of the
Yeah, when I saw
So
it.
false imprisonment, and then what else? Violation of a protection order. So when we went to court in May, she got a protection order. She had me removed from the house at first, but when we went to court and they threw everything out, they kept the protection order and it only said no violence, no acts of violence,
Right.
no threats of violence. So she said I violated the protection order.
Because you was violent towards her camera? Or?
Her, because I support, her, whoever, somebody. I was violent to somebody.
Okay.
And then the fifth one, I don't remember what the fifth one was, but the other two were assault.
The children. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can leave the children where they are because they children.
Yeah.
They doing children things. And, the child's father has every right to say and do whatever he wants to do.
Mind you, did you hear? Check this out. Did you hear in the video where her son said, "You call him dangerous, but do you believe my father's dangerous? Because I've seen my father smack you. I've seen my father
that part.
push you to." Oh, you got to
didn't
go
hear
back
that
and listen to it
part.
again. He's like, "I've seen my father push you to the ground, and is he dangerous?"
Yikes.
Mind you, this is their pattern. So they had an abusive past. However, she goes to court and has her baby father, who has abused her, have her file charges against her husband, knowing it wasn't true.
Yikes.
So you actually go back to your abuser and try to get your abuser to help you in this.
Okay, so we go to jail.
Yeah.
So we're in jail, and you're going through this process of where not only are you in jail, but your rights are violated. Your privacy is violated.
Yep.
You are basically stripped of everything, literally and figuratively.
Yes, absolutely.
What goes on in your mind? Knowing that this has all been calculated against you.
Yeah. And what hurt more so is that it was by my wife.
By your wife. One that you pledged to come love and cherish.
Yeah.
Till death do y'all part.
I was lost. And literally I had to keep telling myself in the mirror. I had to keep looking myself in the mirror and saying, this is not who God says you are. Because I felt like I was literally at a low point. Everybody knows, laughing about it. I mean, you're in here. I'm in a 13 by 9 foot cell.
And the church people be talking because
of course.
They the worst.
And mind you, and like I'm saying, I'm on the phone with my staff every day. So they're telling me what people saying. So it's like, wow.
That's why I don't go to church now.
Listen,
go ahead.
Listen.
We ain't gonna get to that because you didn't.
The church is a hospital for the sick.
We didn't have this conversation.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a whole nother.
I'm still not going. I praise the Lord. I love the Lord. Okay, He hears my cry.
I know.
But go ahead.
So yeah, the rumors are going on and everything, and everybody's saying, "Is this true?" Everybody's contacting my family, calling my phone, all that other good stuff. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm here. And like depression tried to set in, and I mean, trust me, I had 62 days to do absolutely nothing but think. And by thinking, I mean, I thought about everything. It was like, you know how you just sit down and you like really evaluate your life? I started thinking about almost everything in my life, and then we're like, oh, point, connecting dots and yeah, it was just crazy. It was bananas. And I just couldn't believe that me of all people, you're in this place.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
But the thing about God is, I know I'm a pastor, so here it comes.
Come on.
The thing about God is I had to realize that I was there for a purpose.
Yeah.
All things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to his purpose. The good and the bad. If you believe that your steps are ordered by God, there's going to be some things, like I said in the live.
Tell them right there, because they need to hear that.
Listen, while I was in jail, the Lord gave me 51 messages because I had absolutely nothing but time to sit and think and pray and spend time with God. And during this time, he gave me 51 messages. And like I shared on the live, one was entitled, I can't even remember what it was titled, but it's qualified. I'm sorry. Who God calls, he qualifies. And sometimes the things that we go through, we don't understand why we're going through them. Why am I in the situation I'm in now? Why am I dealing with the stuff that I'm dealing with? But see, sometimes God is qualifying you for what's coming next in your season. So, and I was telling my church staff, I never wanted to be a part of a prison ministry. But while I was in there, God softened my heart to the point where I saw firsthand how so many men and women go to prison and they're just thrown away.
Okay. So I want to stop you right there because I just have a question about what was that revelation? What caused that revelation? Because if you haven't heard the live, I mean, it was when it first came on, I was like, what is this about to be? Rick done got the church platform behind him. You about to do the tell-all at the church house?
At the church.
Child, you about to do the tell-all at the church house. It's about to be intense. I mean, we was in here watching it like we had some popcorn. Yeah. So in the journey, you tell the story and you did it so eloquently. Like I
had 62 days to think about it.
It was done. Literally, like you not scripted, but it was so organized. You took us through a journey. We was emotionally invested.
Yeah.
Of the whole thing. So talk about the shift, because that's what we do here, okay? We talk about the shift from where you were to where you are now. Talk about the shift that happened, and y'all, never mind. Talk about the shift that happened when you was in jail, in that situation, and something happened where you went from, I can't believe I'm here, to what am I going to do with this?
So first, let me say, the entire time that I was in there, God kept sending me messages saying, Rick, I got you. Like, just trust me. Everything's going to be fine. I mean, he sent word through the U.S. Marshal, the bailiff, different people. He just kept finding a way to send me messages, be like, okay, I got you. So my thing is, when I really started believing it went from, oh, I feel bad that I'm in here. Oh, I'm depressed. And then a calm came over me. I'm like, you know what? God got me. And this is all part of his plan for me. So it's like, what do you do with it? I'm like, and if I really trust God, then I can't pray and worry. I can't be stressed. So I just settled myself and like, just go through the process and trust God.
What kept you, like, that's the part that I can't wrap my mind around. And maybe it's because I haven't reached that level of having to step out on, having to be on faith, like in faith, like in the middle of the island, in the middle of the storm, and you on this rickety boat, and everybody on here panicking, and they asking you, Jesus, what you gonna do, and you in the boat just sleep, chilling, because you said, I tell these winds to cease.
That's right.
I tell this storm to calm down.
That's right.
I tell this
peace be still.
Peace be to be still.
Yeah.
So maybe I ain't got to where you and Jesus was at in all these middle of these storms.
Listen.
I'm all like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm finna go.
Yeah.
Like I'm freaking out.
My thing the entire time was, do you really believe what you preach?
Ooh, that's good.
Do you really believe and trust God the way that you say you trust God? You get up every Sunday morning and you're inspiring people to trust God. But when you find yourself in a situation, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to, I mean, no. So he had to work with me. Like, if you really say you trust me, show me that you trust me. And I tell my church all the time, the biggest way to show God that you trust him is go to bed at night. I ain't worried about nothing. It's in God's hand. I'm going to bed at night.
That's right.
So that was my resolve. And that was even the resolve that I was sharing with other men that was in the prison whom I was talking to, which one of the stories I shared on the live. You know, because everybody, you know, we're going to court and you don't know what's going on. And the funny thing is, this Chinese guy that I was talking to, who's in the same situation that I was in. And my thing was, well, he was asking me, how are you so calm?
Yeah.
My lawyer even said, he was like, I was mad for you because the justice system is so bended, it's so twisted, and it's completely unfair. And I'm like, rah, 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 rah.
You know, you lucky. I found out after you got out. And you already know. I found out after it was over.
Yeah.
I'd have been up at the lady house.
Listen,
like, if you don't go to that court and tell them people you lying, I'm going to take you up there myself.
And it ain't worth it. But like, that's like my attorney. Like, he getting thrown out of courtrooms on my behalf. Amazing attorney.
Yeah.
I mean, he was riding for me because he saw that it was unfair the way that the system was treating me.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm doing all this and you just as calm as a cucumber. I'm like, because God got me.
Ooh, that's it.
So he sent me to jail for a renewed purpose. He had to soften my heart. And he used the trap that was set for me to get me ready for what's next.
We're going to take a pause right there, y'all, because when we come back, I want to talk about what's next.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about how this situation has changed your mindset, shifted your mindset, and where you're going with this whole situation. We usually do another segment, but I just feel like this conversation is not even necessary. I want to get into the next part of your journey and have this conversation, y'all. So, like, stick around. Okay, y'all, go ahead and refresh y'all drinks. I know this pause not going to be as long as I think it is, because we're going to cut and go to the next part when we come back. But yeah, we're going to take a quick little break.
Come on
and
back.
We'll be right back.
All right.
So, in a break, we had a little time to kind of decompress from the heaviness of this situation. But I want to thank you for your vulnerability. I think I talked to you a little bit about this before, and I think I mentioned it at the beginning. But your graciousness to tell the truth, but not to diminish or dog somebody, right? The truth gonna make it what it is, right? You can't make shit pretty,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna stink. That's it.
Right.
You just call it shit, and that's what it is, and it stink. But you did not make it. You did not try to put stink on it,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And that was very.
And let me tell you why.
Yeah.
So I had several, of course, invitations. Matter of fact, I was just in New York last week. I had several invitations for people to come and share the story, but they only wanted from the angle of like me bashing my wife. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Not interested in
So if you don't want part 2 or the other side of that, then you don't want me to come sit and do your interview.
Right.
Because I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, regardless of what has happened and the place that we're in, I still love my wife.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You do.
Which is, and that's the hurting thing. And I even had to ask myself while I was in jail, it was like, how do you deal with what you deal with when what's called the person that caused all of this is a person that you still love? And I can't help that I actually married for love and all of this was done. Like I can't help that.
You could do about that.
So it's like, and it's funny because I was even in jail, I was sitting there asking like my nephews and them, because I would call them every day, and I was like, I know I'm getting on y'all nerves, but everybody else in here, they on phone boning with their boo thing, but I'm in here because of my wife, so who I'm gonna call?
Yeah, you can't even phone bone.
I ain't got no little girlfriends.
Phoning in jail just feels cringy to me, so let's go to the next
listen.
Listen. I watched Oz from beginning to end, and I just feel like I have this.
Listen, I got to experience that thing up close and personal. Nice. I mean,
okay, give us one jail story, just one. Then we go back to the serious stuff. What's one memorable, crazy thing that happened? Not gross.
Because It's all gross, really. I mean,
Okay. Well,
there
okay.
aren't any light stories. But just okay, I'll just say this, and even how dangerous it is.
Was you scared?
I wasn't scared because I knew God got me.
Yeah.
But at the same token, I'm not going to be in the shower just washing my hair and
Yeah.
soaping my eyes and can't see. Of course, you stay on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things happen, just like what I was about to share.
Yeah.
While we were in there, it's a jungle in there.
Really?
And on top of like, I'm old. So, most of the kids in there, they're like 18, 19 in their younger 20s, unless they've been in there for a while. And I mean, they are ruthless.
Yeah. And they don't care about nothing.
They don't care about themselves. They don't care about nobody else.
Yeah.
We sat there and watched somebody, he just came into the jail. And because of an outside beef, just came into the jail. He was sitting there making his rack. While he making his rack, somebody go in his cell and do him in right then and there.
Yikes.
This is in PG County, not like.
Yeah, you're not at DC jail.
Yeah, or not like Hagerstown. Like, you're not in the real like prison system.
Yeah.
You're like in jail.
Yeah.
And like y'all out here, like, it's a jungle like that.
Yikes.
I mean, and another guy, I think it was like the next week, arguing over some commissary snacks, gets stabbed in the eye.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, I'm like, I can't, over some snacks.
Hot Cheetos.
Over some snacks. I'm like, yeah, this not my life. I'm like, God, you gotta get me out of here.
Yeah.
You gotta get me out of here.
That does require, I mean, when you hear things like that and you think about what like I say, I watch Oz, so I feel like I could be a prison warden.
Yeah.
Every TV show I watch, I feel like by the end of it,
You actually could. You could.
I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched all of Grey's Anatomy except for the last 2 seasons. So pretty much a surgeon. I've watched Oz be a warden of a prison. Like, all these things. I'm accumulating so many skills. I'm really watching Sister Wives right now.
Wait,
and I don't know if I could have multiple wives.
Okay,
That's one skill I don't.
Skip that show.
Yeah, that it's not giving me no life lessons. It's giving me run the opposite.
Right, this ain't for me.
Yeah, this is not for me at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, so all of these things compounding on top of each other, that magnitude of faith that you have to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm almost 100% positive that it is leading you to something great.
Yes. Yeah.
So talk a little bit about what this has done for you coming out of this situation.
So I'll go back. Like I told you, when I went into ministry, there were 2 areas that I told God that I wanted absolutely nothing to do with.
Okay.
That was foreign missions, because I was a Marine and I've been overseas and I've done all that. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And the other one was prison ministry.
Okay.
So I believe he used this situation to soften my heart and to prepare me for what he has for me. And then come to find out, like I was sharing with my ministry team, because we was having full-blown conference calls while I was in there.
Not running the church at the jail.
Baby, 15 people on the...
Like Warren Jeff, what you preaching sermons?
Listen, absolutely. I wasn't preaching sermons, but I was sharing with them the revelation that God was giving me.
So on Sunday, they was all at the church and listening to you.
No, so on Sunday,
no. That's what they be doing. The polygamists and they be at listening to Warren Jeff.
So my bishop was covering the church.
Got it.
However, I was still in control behind the scenes. So we're having a 15-person conference call with me in the jail, where you getting instructions straight from pastor.
Okay.
Ain't nothing changed.
Okay.
Which was awkward in itself, but
yeah,
but I had to do what I had to do. But I was sharing with them, even in those conversations, I was sharing with them the revelation that God was giving me. So it was like, don't worry about me, because clearly I'm where God wants me to be to get what he wants me to get.
Yeah.
So I was sharing with them how God gave me the revelation that your church is 4 blocks away from DC jail.
Yeah.
So he was like, you had to go through certain things so that it prepares you for what you're going to go through next, the people that you're about to deal with next. And I got to actually encounter men and women that have been thrown away and felt like they were absolutely nothing. And he's like, prepare yourself, because this is what you're about to have to deal with. And this is how I'm about to grow your church. So we're making changes. We're changing our vision to actually focus on men and women that are in prison or that are transitioning out of prison, since we're only 4 blocks away from DC jail.
Yeah.
So that we're going to open up a whole nother arm of ministry just for that.
Wow.
And none of that would have happened had I not gone through.
We're not quite saying thank you.
Right.
Okay,
but
that's
we
what those
understand.
might get it
Yeah,
confused. Okay,
yeah,
God would have brought us
yeah,
to it
yeah.
another way. Okay, had you not, but we not quite saying
But
things.
the thing, our way, listen, the things that we have to understand is that our ways are not God's ways. Our thoughts are not God's thoughts.
That's so
So
good.
we don't understand why some people may be going through situations now and you don't know why you're in it.
Hold on, talk to them right there. That's your
You may very well be going through situations right now.
Yeah,
And you don't understand why you keep going through these things.
yeah,
But God is building you and he's building your story.
Right.
Number one, so that he can get glory out of your story.
right.
And then number two, he's building you so that you'll be able to minister and able to help people that are in the exact same state that you're in right now.
Yeah.
So that you can come back and say, you know what, I've been there.
Yeah.
I sat in that seat.
Yeah.
I've done that. And this is how I'm going to help you get out of this place that you're in.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have had that had you not gone through.
Yes.
So we have to value our going through.
You have to value your going through.
Yeah.
I love that you say that, because a lot of the times, like you said, people be stuck in their situation.
Yes.
And they can't see, not only can you not see your way out of it, but because you can't see what you're going to get out of it, you just like give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't go through the situation with
Yeah.
the mindset that like, my greater is coming.
Yep.
Whatever is meant for me is meant for me.
Absolutely.
Like, you know,
and you're going to have it.
You're gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? If we took our current situation, we took up whatever we're going through right now, and we had that mindset that what is the lesson that I'm supposed to
What am I supposed to learn
what
from
am I
all this I'm
supposed
going
to
through?
learn from this,
Yeah.
what I'm going
Yeah.
through? We would approach the situation in a different energy and a different light.
But see, this is also another thing. Some of us keep going through the same cycles that we're going through and dealing with the same stuff that we're dealing with over and over again because we're not learning our lesson. So when you ask yourself, what did I learn from all this going through that I just went through? And your answer is nothing. And you still go back and repeat the same foolishness. What happens in tests? I mean, what happens in school when you fail a test?
You gotta take it over.
You got to take it over. Yeah.
And you
Well,
fail.
what you going to keep
And you gotta
repeating
go
the
to-
same grade until you learn, okay, let me pass the test. So you have to, number one, pass the test and then realize, what did this test teach me?
What are some ways that people can get that frame of mindset? Because that's not you've went through theology school, you've done counseling, gotten counseling, and have counseled. You've done a lot of the mindset, the heart work, the theology work to get to that place. What are some tips that people can take away that they can kind of start getting that train of mind? Because that's a skill that you've learned.
Well, it's a skill. However, you can know all you know, and then still when you get in the middle of it, apply none of what you know.
Literally, I'm literally in this place right now.
Yeah.
I'm literally in this place of, there's a lot of things that I know and I'm not doing.
So let me tell you this. While I was in there, the scripture says, thy word have I hidden in my heart that I might not sin against God. So while I was in there, it was like, you got all this knowledge in you. You know all this stuff. But when are you going to show it? When are you actually going to start acting that thing out? The stuff that you say that you believe, when are you going to start? So I had to start strengthening myself while I was in there, number one, speaking to myself. All this word that you got in you, start speaking to yourself. That's when I started speaking to myself in the mirror and saying, you know what? I don't care. I'm sitting there in an orange jumpsuit.
You had to wear orange?
Orange.
Oh my God, I thought that was like a theory.
No, it was real orange.
I really had to wear
It was real orange. You sitting there in an orange jumpsuit, my hair's looking all crazy. I'm like,
It was looking real crazy.
okay, friend.
Okay. It's too much serious. I got to do a joke. Okay? Too much serious.
But no, I'm sitting here looking at myself. I'm like, this is not who God says you are.
Yeah.
And you have to keep speaking to yourself. Like, if you know who God says you are, I don't care what your current situation is. I believe God's plan for me.
Yes.
And I know that my steps are ordered. So I know this just is a layover. It's just a little pit stop. But I know this isn't where God has destined for me.
But you've gotten that strength through a lot of work. There's somebody that hasn't had as much exposure to the work that is in that dark place. What can we impart into them? What wisdom can we share with them, or what tools or tips can we share with them? And now, if you on watching this episode and you already been watching, or you need to go back and watch the Free Your Mind podcast, because we give tips all the time, every episode. Okay, one tip each episode help you get to where you need to get. However, in this particular conversation, what is a tip that you can give the people that they can start strengthening their mindset and tapping into those things that they've heard or that they know, to start implementing in the dark times?
And I have to go back to being a preacher.
Well, okay, so say I'm not a preacher, because everybody's not a preacher.
I know. That's why I'm saying I have to go in my explanation and telling you what to do.
Gotcha.
I have to go back to being a preacher.
Okay.
And in that, I have to tell you that you have to, regardless of what you're in, because we get to points where we can't see our way through. Nothing makes sense. And life is lifing.
Yeah.
And you like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
My best advice to you is you have to trust God. You have to. And when you really trust God, you'll start see things working out in your favor, because every day ain't gonna be a dark day.
That's true.
And what you have to keep telling yourself is, I have to take one day at a time, one step at a time. And today may be a dark and gloomy day, but tomorrow's coming. Mm-hmm. And that's all I have to do is keep striving for tomorrow.
Annie said the sun will come out.
It'll come out tomorrow. Listen, come on, Annie. Bet your bottom dollar.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
The best advice that I can offer anybody is to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And then if you just keep going, just don't give up. Don't stop. Don't get stuck where you are. Don't get stuck in that depression. Don't get stuck in that dark place. Just keep going.
Yeah.
And then sooner or later, you're going to look up and you're out of this.
Yes.
Even now, while I'm in the process of going through what I'm going through, I'm like, that's all I got to do is keep striving, keep pressing. And then I know eventually I'm going to look up and this is all a memory of the past. And then we can sit on the couch and laugh about it. Like, girl, remember when?
Because I'm finna laugh about
it.
Yeah. I already
it's all good.
Joke about
it's all good.
Because you now free. You was locked up and then they let you out.
But you have to keep striving towards your healing. And then once you're going to be able to look up and notice that you're healed and look back and be like, oh my gosh, I remember when.
I gave this analogy the other day on live. If y'all are tapped in with the Free Your Mind podcast on freeyourmind.pod on Instagram. I go live every Friday and I do Freedom Fridays. And this one Friday, I had this conversation, this analogy about a tunnel. Because we live in Maryland and my family is in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. So I usually take that Baltimore tunnel
Eagles,
all the time. Watch your mouth. We already did this fight.
We did. Okay, I'm sorry.
And we kicked that.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
Okay. So, anywho, going through that Baltimore tunnel, when you are preparing to get into the tunnel, right? Your mindset is like where you are currently. I'm driving to it. Even when you face the tunnel, you like, I know it's going to be dark. Mm-hmm. But you can't really understand or process that darkness until you get in it. Mm-hmm. When you first get into the tunnel, your eyes start to adjust because it's so dark. Yep. As you're driving through, like all you can see is the darkness. You don't even really for a split second remember what time of the day it is outside, because all you're consumed with is that darkness. Mm-hmm. Eventually, as you drive through the tunnel, it feels like a long time. Like it feels like you're driving through this dark ass tunnel for a long time. Right. You start to see a glimmer of the light. Mm-hmm. So now like this is coming to an end.
Focus on the light.
You focus on the light, but however, you're still consumed with the darkness, yet you can see the light at the end. Yep. Once you get to the end of the tunnel, there's a little adjustment period where your eyes have adjusted to the darkness, where you see that sunlight starts to hit you. Yeah. And you start to just like having to refocus. Mm-hmm. And then once you get through the tunnel and you're in the light, and your eyes have adjusted, it takes a millisecond, right? Mm-hmm. What felt like a long time in this drive through this Baltimore tunnel, the minute that you get through the tunnel and your eyes adjust when that millisecond, you're like, dang, I just went through that tunnel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was in that tunnel for like a second.
Yeah.
It becomes a distant memory. It becomes a thing. And then the funny part is the next time you go through that, you're not even worried about the darkness in this tunnel because you already know this
I've
only
been through
like
this
2 minutes.
before.
I done did this tunnel before. I drive this tunnel all the time. It's gonna be dark for. I can't switch lanes for like 1 minute,
Yep.
and it's gonna be dark for a little bit. But then I'm about to be through this.
Yep.
But the very first time, you're fully consumed, and if you haven't drove through the tunnel for a long time, you tend to forget how long the tunnel is.
Absolutely.
So you can't. There is that period of time where you're driving like, dang, I'm never gonna get out of this joint. Like I'm driving 50 miles per hour and I could be rolling. You know, what I'm saying? I can't switch a lane. It's just taking a long time, and then that glimmer of light comes out, and you be like, dang, that tunnel was nothing. Tunnels nothing. Give me tunnels. Like I can go through tunnels. I've been did that.
So it's just like I tell my church all the time. We sit there and we complain and we murmur and we complain and we say, you know, how we gonna get through this? And every time we're going through something, we always worried, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm telling them, like, look, this ain't the first time I'm going through.
It's not the first struggle.
I done been through before. And the same God that brought me out before is the same God that's gonna bring me out again. So what am I worried about?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Whoop,
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
And friend, I seen you been picking it up.
Hey, listen, since I've been out,
okay, you got a new praise.
You better believe
you got a new dance.
I came out with a whole lot new.
Yeah.
A whole lot new.
Talk us a little bit about the new.
I came out with, so as I said on my live, the Lord showed me that this will be my year of clarity. He's going to make a whole lot of things make sense. You know how the young folks say, make it make sense? He's going to make a whole lot of things make sense in this season. Even people that I'm connected to that I don't need to be connected to anymore. He says, if you keep your eyes wide open in this season, I'm going to make things crystal clear to you.
Yeah.
God is talking. We just got to listen. And he said, I'm going to show you where I want you to go in this season.
Yeah. I love this for you. I love what you just are a new friend. You are a lighter friend. You seem lighter. You seem like more positive. Your smile has a lot more joy behind it. More peace, like you mentioned at the beginning.
That's where we are.
I'm so happy for you. And I'm so grateful that you came to the Freedom Couch.
It's so free over here, y'all.
It is. Okay, so tell them where they can find you, where they can tap in with your church or watch your lives or connect with you in your new ministry. Tell them where to find you.
So on Facebook, Instagram, I'm Rick A. Pringle. You can reach me at the Worship Center DC, theworshipcenterdc.org. We're there every Sunday morning, 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. Holla at us.
Yes, I love it. And as always, we are Free Your Mind Pod on YouTube. Follow, tap in with the podcast and the community. I forgot to tell y'all that this episode was sponsored by Free Your Mind, the brand.
Okay? Hey, listen, and I got my shirt too.
Yes, you did.
Get your merchandise.
Go and get yours. FreeYourMindShop.com.
Yes.
Hey, and join the VIP section.
Okay.
Do y'all got a VIP section at your church?
No, everybody's a VIP in God's house.
Okay, well, this ain't God's house, okay? So if you like me, you like this. Y'all, I know the usher board. I mean, the mothers of the church got their special.
Oh, of course.
You can't sit there
on that front row
for them,
the mothers,
okay? For the mothers. If you want to get in the VIP section, join our email list. Join our VIP section. You get exclusive discount.
Okay.
You get drops. You get first notifications about the drop.
I'm on that list.
You is on that.
I'm on that list.
You is on that list. So when we got our new drop coming out,
okay,
you were the first to know about it.
Bet.
You heard about it first before everybody else got it. You already got it.
There you go.
And get discounts.
So
join the VIP section. Get early access to our drops, discounts, exclusive content. And Rick, I am so grateful that you came over to the Freedom House.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate everything. I want you to take us out, okay? I want you to give us a quick, what we call a mic drop gem.
Okay.
I want you to take us out. Tell them in your camera, give us a quick word that can help somebody who is in a dark place to step in that faith, to remind themselves or remember that faith that abundant. It's so great, that faith you have.
Yeah.
Give them a little tip that can help them tap into that faith and take us out.
So I'll say this. We all go through things in life. Life is going to life. It's inevitable. But when you find yourself in these situations, when you find yourself in these places, that's where God is proving to us who we are. I quote all the time that Whitney Houston's her song that says, "I didn't know my own strength." Sometimes you have to go through to find out just how strong you are. As I told you earlier, as you keep going through, that's all you got to do is keep putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that you're going to get out. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. That's all you have to know, is that if I just keep moving, if I keep traveling through this tunnel, I'll be out of it sooner or later. It's all going to turn in your favor. That's all you got to do is keep trusting God and keep moving. Don't give up. And everything else will be a thing of the past. Keep living. Live your best life.
Live your best life. I couldn't say it better than that. I don't think nothing needs to be said after that, y'all. Tune in to the Free Your Mind podcast. Remember, you can have anything that you want. All you have to do is shift your perspective and free your mind. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you.
Free your mind, y'all. Thank you, friend.
I be on my queen shit, crown tilted lean shit.